In this video, I want to take a moment in order to talk about effects for recurring components. So the best way to actually set up effects for recurring components such as buttons or any component that is going to be displayed within your Framer library is to actually double click on the component or click on the edit component button on the right hand side, and you're going to essentially be redirected to that specific components panel. Now over here you can see that I have a hover effect already, but if I delete it, you can see how this is going to look like from the default. So if you click on hover and you select it, you can create a version which is going to be the hover effect. So see that I want to change the color or make it a little bit darker in the blue tone when on hover, and then when pressed I want this to be even more emphasized, so even darker and something around these lines. And we go back to the home, click on play, and as you can see, the moment that I press it's going to be even more emphasized than on hover. And this is going to essentially give you a very close bird's eye perspective on the project, because I can then go ahead, create a variant of this button. So for example, say that I wanted this to be a secondary button, you can simply select the text and then I'm going to change the fill to simply be a white fill, and I'm going to add a hover effect, which in this case is going to essentially have a border which is going to be on the same color of the text, and let's just make it a tiny bit bigger in width, and as you can see, the moment that I'm starting to build up the button component with its variant, it's almost like I have a bird's eye perspective on what's going on visually when it comes to both the variants and the hover and pressed effects. So this is going to be extremely useful in order to maintain a level of design consistency compared to simply adjusting these effects from the effects panel. So please keep this in mind, as it's going to be a best practice, and it's going to make the work so much easier on yourself.